Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Damn, Kai, you going crazy.
Huh. Hey, look what I did. I took every loss and then I turned that to a profit. I can't reach my goals with everybody in my pocket. I can't trust the soul, but I know pain, but I can't block it. I can't block it. Hey, look what I did. Hey, they keep hitting me like big bro, let's lock in. But we ain't even locked in. We ain't even locked in.
Wake Contracting, your trusted choice for complete home renovations. The heart of your home. Dream kitchens and custom bathrooms designed just the way you want them. 5-star reviews and happy customers. That's the Wake Contracting difference. Call 260-444-6081 or visit us online today.
Partnership between O&E, Orthopedics Northeast, and Parkview Sports Medicine is unique because our team is taking care of the athlete in their own environment on the field. O&E is the other end of our treatment when someone actually does have an injury that requires a specialist care.
We have athletic trainers, we have the physical therapists, and everyone's important. Everyone has a role to play because our goal is the same. We're just trying to get these athletes back to doing what they love to do.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Thad Goff calling your play-by-play. Avery Traylor is running the camera here at the Fieldhouse, and we've got the Summit Summer League coming to you here on Court 2 as you see it on your screen. Of course, as they see it here in the gym, this is Court A, and the first game of our matchup for today, I should say the first matchup of our day for today, is Team Bloom versus Team Deming. Team Bloom will, of course, be the home team for both the games here on Court A. They'll face Team Deming in Game 1, and then they will face Team Raikkonen in Game number 2. Team Raikkonen will be playing against Team Prokop over on Court D, which is Court 1, as you would see it on your live stream if you were to watch that game. Again, if you were to stick around and watch this game, it's Court 2 as you watch it on your live stream here on YouTube or on SummitCitySports.com, however you may be watching us. Team Deming consists of players from, well, really all around Northeast Indiana. You do have Owen Paulson from Huntington North. He's a junior. You got Kobe Marquardt from Lakewood Park. He's a junior as well. You also have Colin McAtee from Heritage. And I believe Colin McAtee was the leading scorer for Heritage just a year ago. Team Deming also has Zen Safursky, who's from Bishop Lures, and Zen Safursky showed that he could shoot the basketball well and score at a high level, mostly as a backup, although I think he did start some games as well last year as a sophomore. Jake Stoy from Prairie Heights, a senior. He's also a part of this Team Deming roster. Gibson Greaser from Bluffton, another Huntington North player. Brody Bolin, a junior. That's not to be confused with Brody Bolin, who used to play 3 sports at Norwell High School. He played football, basketball, and baseball, and he is the son of Ryan Bolin, who I think is still the head softball coach for University of St. Francis, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that one, but I think Ryan Bolin is still in that role. But again, Brody Bolin playing in this game for Team Deming is, my guess is he is not related to head coach Ryan Bolin. He's not the same guy who played at Norwell. He's a different kid. Titus Schultz from Huntington North was the leading scorer for Huntington North last year, and so far here in this Summit Summer League session, he's averaging 14 points per game and 9 rebounds per game. Tavon Stidhams from Bishop Lures is a junior. He's averaging 18.5 points per game. Briar Coonert from Churubusco also joins the roster for Team Deming. For Team Bloom, they've got Wyatt Schroll from Manchester. He's a junior. Zakiah Lewis is a freshman. He's shown some good pick-and-roll ability, some good ability to play down in the post. He's from East Noble. He wears the number 8. And you got to think he'll be a key piece to the offense and even the defense for Coach Ed Bentley and the East Noble Knights this coming winter season. Angola's Jaden Phillips is also on the roster. He'll wear number 10. Chris Thober from Fremont is a junior. He's also on the Team Bloom roster, along with Bentley Bolin, a freshman out of Huntington North, and 2 other fellow Vikings, Andrew McCutcheon from Huntington North and Camden Keyser, also from Huntington North. Carson Waltke from East Noble joins Team Bloom this week. Landon Kralis from Warsaw is a part of the roster, along with Brady Taylor, also from Warsaw. And I think by looking at this roster, I think Warsaw is the farthest school away from here in Fort Wayne that any of these kids are playing for. Warsaw's about an hour away. Huntington North, about 45 minutes, give or take. Same with East Noble. Manchester may be about an hour away as well. I know I've gone to a couple of Manchester football games, actually broadcast a couple of Manchester football games, and it is about an hour away from here in Fort Wayne. So not exactly a short drive by any stretch of the imagination, but you get kids from here in Fort Wayne, you get kids from outside of town, even Fremont, Lake George country, if you will. Chris Thober, I mentioned, he's from there. Now, Camden Keyser from Huntington North has averaged 13.3 points per game in these games so far. Carson Waltke has also had an impressive run. He's averaging 13 points per game. Playing for Team Bloom this week, he'll be a senior, actually is a senior at East Noble by now. Landon Kralis averaging 10.5 points per game, and he can do good work down in the painted area. Wyatt Schroll has also shown some promise. He's averaging 8.8 points per game. Now, the teams look a little bit different this week. Players getting moved from one team to another. Now, a lot of players will have the same teammates, but they're suiting up for a different team. As I recall, for instance, Carson Waltke, Landon Kralis, and Zakiah Lewis were all on Team Pro Cop a week ago. We will see Team Pro Cop in game number 2 here on Court A, or Court 2 as you watch it on your live stream. But those guys were not on Team Bloom last week, so they're moving guys around, and it has even been confirmed to me by the folks at the Summit Summer League that they are moving guys around, and the rosters are different this week. Speaking to the folks at Summit Summer League, do want to thank those guys. Logan Traylor is the guy who runs the Summit Summer League along with Dan Vance. Dan has provided us a lot of our information, especially rosters and schedules, and also the various rules. Now, of course, the way it works is you see 20 minutes there on your clock. The first half will be 20 minutes. The second half will be 18 minutes. And then when that 18-minute second half comes to an end, we'll go to what they call an Elam ending, which does mean no overtimes, but it also means that 7 points will be added onto the score of the team that is leading at the end of those 18 minutes and create a target score. In other words, let's say one of these teams here is leading 62-60 at the end of the game, whether that be Team Bloom or Team Deming. One of those teams ends up leading 62-60 at the end of the game. You would add 7 points onto the 62, and you would get 69 as your target score. So whoever scores 69 in that situation, or whoever scores 69 points total when the game's over, would be the winner. So the interesting thing about that is you can be down 2 when the second half clock hits 0 and still have a chance to win the game. There is no overtime in case of a tie. Whoever, again, has the highest score, they add 7 points to that score to create a target score. And I do believe that if the game is tied, the target score would just be 7 points added to whatever points each team has. Like maybe it's 61-61, and then add 7 to that, and you get 68 as the target score, I believe is how that works. So whoever ends up with 68 points would be the winner. I should say whoever is the first to 68 points would be the winner. They've got the clock set. We've got our 6:30 time right now, so it looks like they are just about to get things started here at the Summit Summer League. Well, I say that, kids are still warming up, so we'll go ahead and pay a few bills with these next few commercials that we have.
Damn, Kai, you going crazy.
Huh. Hey, look what I did. I took every loss and then I turned that to a profit. I can't reach my goals with everybody in my pocket. I can't trust the soul, but I know pain, but I can't block it. I can't block it. Hey, look what I did. Hey, they keep hitting me like big bro, let lock in. But we ain't even locked in. We ain't even locked in.
We are back here getting ready for the start of this first game here on court number 2. Court number 2, as you see it on your live stream screen, whether on your YouTube screen or on your SummitCitySports.com browser, however you may be watching us. Of course, you can watch the events that we broadcast at SummitCitySports.com on our website, SummitCitySports.com. You can also watch us live on our YouTube channel. And, of course, we've got plenty more great action coming up for you this week. Just give you what we've got going on tomorrow, at least what we've got in the plans for tomorrow. we have for tomorrow is Homestead at Northrop boys soccer, Concordia at Northside boys soccer. Snyder scheduled to host Woodland in volleyball. And it looks like South Florida, St. Francis. University of St. Francis, not to be confused with the University of South Florida. Same acronym, but University of St. Francis will host Defiance. And we are underway in game number 1. That is Team Bloom that wins the opening tip. And here's Titus Schultz with the basketball. Check that. That's Brady Taylor with the basketball. And the basket is good. Taken away. Here comes Camden Kaiser, and Camden Kaiser will flip it in. And Team Bloom jumps out to an early 4-0 lead. Pull up 3, too strong. Second chance try, and that 3 is good. Four to 3 already in favor of Team Bloom, and Team Bloom turns it over. Kunert feeds it off, gets it to McAtee, and McAtee will zip it outside. And the 3 ball is no good. Scooped up by McCutcheon. And the drive and score. I believe this is Jake Stoy on the drive to the basket. He'll kick it outside. I don't think I had him on my Team Bloom roster. There must have been some further changes there. My apologies. Extra pass out. And the 3 won't go for Schultz, but a putback is good. I think that was Stoy who got it. Team Deming keeping it close. Here's Carson Waltke. I don't believe he's gotten on the board just yet, but he's having a good Summit Summer League, and he's got a good jump shot right there. I believe Waltke's now on the board for the first time. Pull up 3. Colin McAtee knocks it down from beyond the arc. That shot won't fall. My apologies. I don't actually have a 38 on my roster for Team Bloom, but here comes Team Deming the other way as Brody Bolin makes a spin move and gets fouled. We are tied at 8 here in game number 1 on court number 2, or court letter A, if you will. Bolin will go to the free throw line. Junior from Huntington North. And he'll hit his first free throw to give Team Deming the lead. In and out on the second one, but an offensive board. Check that. That was Camden Kaiser. He is from Huntington North. Waltke pulls up and drains another one. Three from the corner, short. Waltke goes for it and gets the board. Did not give that free throw on the last possession. That's Waltke getting to the basket. So my apologies for changing the score there. I thought it was 9-8, but they reset it, or kept it at 9, I should say. Jake Stoy on the drive, and he comes up short. Chris Thober from Fremont with the rebound. He's met by Stoy. A long time to get across that timeline. He finally does, and that is kicked out of bounds off the foot of Brody Bolin. McCutcheon fouled on the shot. I'll have to check on that because that number is 38. McCutcheon is listed as number 28. As I recall, he was 38 last week, so I think that is Andrew McCutcheon from Huntington North, who's at the free throw line, and his first one will not drop. And we get a timeout. Check that, substitutions. My apologies, I thought he missed that first free throw. Clock has been reset to, or scoreboard has been reset to 14, so that's where we'll set it. Poked out and taken away. Jaden Phillips on the run, no good. Schroll couldn't put it back, and Team Deming comes away with it. Greaser to the basket. Gibson Greaser from Bluffton. And Max Schroll feeds it inside. Lewis off his foot. Who's got it? That's knocked out of bounds. That's going to be off of Team Deming. And Team Bloom keeps the ball. Jaden Phillips will put it in. They'll find Wyatt Schroll. Schroll brings it outside. Lewis, a little screen and roll. That's something that he's brought to the table all through these Summit Summer League games, as Phillips, trying to get through traffic, loses the ball. Back the other way comes Stidhams. Tavon Stidhams from Bishop Luers puts it home. Feed back to Phillips. That was Kralis who fed it to him. Phillips trying to dribble through traffic. There's not much there. Kralis, the pull-up. No. Lewis blocked and ripped away. Tavon Stidhams with a strong play. And Stidhams will pull up. He missed it. Landon Kralis with the board. Finds himself in a lot of trouble, but he finds a helping hand. That's Bentley Bolin, the freshman. Gets a screen from Lewis and taken away. Taken away by Zen Safersky. Lewis. Schroll across the timeline. Trying to dish it off. And Gibson Greaser down the floor. Too strong. Lewis with the board. Phillips gets a screen. That's Kralis. Little bump. Looked like it went both ways, though. Boland's three doesn't fall. Kralis has the board. Kralis high off the glass. That was a tough shot. He was in traffic. And Kralis still got it to drop. Stidhams. Safersky fires. Long on the three. And that's Bentley Bolin who pulls it down for Team Bloom. They lead at 16-12 on our scoreboard. Phillips zips it inside. Bolin against a double team. Looked like he kept the pivot foot, but no foul. That whistle came from another court. That's out of bounds off of Team Bloom, and Team Deming will take over. Gibson Greaser had Max Schroll right near him. He does get it across that timeline. Shot fake. That ball's poked out. Bolin double teamed. Phillips. Trying to find some help. He gets it to Kralis. Cutting around is Schroll. Phillips wants the three. Does not have it. Safersky looked like he was about to tip that in midair. Instead, he pulled it down. Safersky across the timeline, kicks it to the corner, and the three is good. That was Greaser who knocked down the triple. And Team Deming is within one. McAtee was thinking about letting it fly from three. Chose not to. That three is good. I think that was Kralis who knocked it down. Kicked outside by Stidhams. Three is long from Safersky. And Bentley Bolin comes away with it for Team Bloom. Bentley Bolin trying to go through traffic, missed, and Greaser has the board. 4-point lead for Bloom. Greaser into the paint. Dishes baseline. Nice move. Basket is good. Brody Bolin with the bucket, and we'll have a substitution. Clock shows 9:37. Team Bloom has the ball up by 2. McCutcheon crosses over into the paint. The floater short, and Stoy pulls down the rebound. Stidhams was thinking about a three, and Stidhams is fouled. Jake Stoyle put it in. Schultz. The reverse is good. Titus Schultz ties it up. Leading scorer from Huntington North a year ago. He's averaging 14 points per game here in this Summit Summer League. Foul is called as Waltke. Nope, check that. That came from the other court. That basket will count. Carson Waltke, I think, has 6 at this point. Check that, 8. 8 points for Carson Waltke. Stidhams, after the takeaway was forced, but he could not finish. And a foul is called as Camden Keyser got bumped. And it will be Team Bloom who takes over. Waltke fires inside, had a man open. Foul called. Waltke double teamed and foul. At this point, Waltke, I believe, has 8 points in the game. Will be at the free throw line here with the clock ticking down towards 7 minutes. He's got his first one. He'll get one more try. It rolls around and in. Schultz on the drive. Turnaround jumper, and it's good. McCutcheon comes across the timeline, gets a screen, tries to get inside. The floater drops. McCutcheon able to put it home. Stidhams, no. Pass a little bit long, but Kaiser gets to it and finishes on the other end for Team Bloom. And they've got a 6-point lead. Back over to Schultz. He'll get the screen from Jake Stoy. Schultz fires. His three won't drop. Baseline drive. Keyser pulls up. Is foul. Keyser could not connect on that first free throw. We've got 5:23 left to go here in this first quarter. Two for two. 1 for 2, rather. As Team Bloom gets ready to send in some subs. Stidham's down the baseline. He's fouled. Stidham's first free throw is good. Team Deming will get within 6 as we've got 4:34 left to play. Subs will come in. Gets them both. It's 28-23, not 24. Schroll using the screen from Lewis, kicks it outside to Phillips. Pull up 3, Bolin, no good. Pulled down by Stoy. That's out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Deming. Schroll providing some pressure as Jake Stoy comes across the timeline. Down the baseline goes Owen Paulson. That's out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Team Bloom. Deming keeps it on the baseline. Phillips across the timeline. Lewis screens for him, and Lewis lost the handle. It's taken away by Stoy. Jake Stoy, little no-look pass. And Stoy's 3 doesn't fall, but he's got a man right there for the offensive board. Schultz couldn't finish. Greaser outside. Stoy. Kralis working on him. Swings it to the corner. 3 comes up short. Greaser to the basket. Here's Phillips. Gets it back from Kralis. He's got Kralis down low. Phillips will pull up, and his jumper drops. Stoy across the timeline, looking for some help. He swings it outside. 3 on its way. That won't fall. That's McCutcheon, or rather Bolin the other way. Bolin with a great catch, and Bolin able to finish. Safersky across the timeline, dribbles behind his back. And that's going to be a foul as Bolin got hit in the eye, and he's hurt. And I can't tell for sure, but Bolin might be bleeding. You can tell that he's in quite a bit of pain. Well, maybe he's not bleeding. He's going to try and stay in this game. He's making no movement toward the Team Bloom bench. Lewis able to make the catch. Bolin pulls up. Boy, if he had drained that right after taking a hit to the eye, that would have been impressive. That is not what happened, though. Greaser. Behind the back, and Greaser has it go behind him. Taken away. Zen Safersky loose. Paulson's 3 won't fall. He gets it back. Off the glass and in from Paulson. Jaden Phillips across the timeline. Pulls up. Missed it. Lewis has the board. He's fouled. Count the basket. What a shot, Zakiah Lewis. He was at an awkward angle, and he still got that home. Nice-looking arc. Didn't make the shot, but Kralis is right there for the offensive board. Schroll pulls up. That's a three if it goes. It doesn't. Lewis couldn't keep it alive. Schroll trying to take it back. Floater fouled, and whistles blow. Schroll was fouled, so he's going to get 2 shots as we close out the first half. So we'll keep it right here. Didn't get the first one. He'll get one more chance. Second one's good. It'll take us to halftime. And we'll be right back after this 1-minute break here at the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
8-point lead for Team Bloom as we are just coming out of halftime. Getting ready to start the second half. I'll show you our latest replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. This was Zakiah Lewis sticking with it, and he makes this from a very tough angle. And Team Bloom has an 8-point lead as we begin the second half. Remember, it's an 18-minute second half, and when the second half runs out, we'll go to an Elam ending. As Jake Stoy drives. Corner three, too strong. Offensive board pulled down by Bolin. That's one thing that Team Deming's done well is work the offensive glass as Kralis gets the board. Here comes Schroll. Schroll, high off the glass, too strong. Knocked away. Schultz swings it over to the corner. There's a good fake there by McAtee. And into the paint goes Schultz, and he cannot finish. Kralis pulls it down. 8-point lead for Team Bloom. So far, no one scored here in the second half. It's knocked out of bounds off of Team Deming. Carson Waltke, I believe, had 10 points in that first half. That'd be 3 straight double-digit days for him. This ball's knocked away. He's averaging 26 points per game in these games. All good feet up ahead. Kunert finishes in transition. Waltke, pull-up jumper. No good. Schultz with a lob, stolen away by Waltke. Here comes Waltke, has to feed it to his left, and Schroll is able to finish. Jake Stoy has it for Team Deming. And taken away by Schroll. Schroll 2-on-1, Schroll will take it, and Schroll will score. McAtee, pull-up three, short. Chris Thober with the rebound. Kralis 1-on-2, High off the glass, couldn't finish. He is fouled. That shot looked like it was going down, just didn't drop. Again, Team Bloom will still be on this floor for game number 2 of our doubleheader. They'll take on Team Raikkonen. Walkie, or rather Kralis, connects on the free throw. Kralis averaging 10.5 points per game here at this Summit Summer League. He's a good post player. If you're a Warsaw Tigers fan, probably excited about what he can do on the floor as Stoy comes across the timeline. Of course, Warsaw Tigers came about an hour from the west of Fort Wayne. Cooner dishes outside to Stoy. Stoy swings it out. Back to Stoy, he'll fake. Bolin off the glass, too strong. Actually didn't get glass, and Schroll will get the board. Schroll going quick. Very quick motor on his part. And Schroll feeds it inside. Kralis dishes. The three comes up short, and that will go out of bounds. It does go over the backboard, so that's effectively out of bounds. And Team Deming takes over, down by 12. We'll have substitutions here. Clock continues to move. Zen Safersky is one of the men in for Team Deming as they take over, down 12. Schultz will set the screen. Schultz looking for room down the baseline, too strong. And that is Polson who gets the board. Check that, Team Bloom takes over. Polson looked like he had the board. Lewis sets the screen. Phillips, the drive, got it, high off the glass. Jaden Phillips, part of Angola team that won 18 games last year. 18-6 was the final record for the Angola Hornets. As Schultz drives, comes up short, he does get fouled. Schultz couldn't hit the first free throw. His team's down 14, coming up on 13 minutes to play. Oh, the second one crawls off, and Kaiser is right there for the rebound. Schultz guards him. Schultz was the leading scorer at Huntington North this past year. This ball is out of bounds, last touched by Team Bloom, it looks like. That is the signal. Check that, last touch by Team Deming. Phillips inbounds Bolin. Bolin, loose ball. Gibson Greaser comes away with it. And Greaser will feed that one off to Tavon Stidham. Stidham's on the attack, and he's fouled. So we approach 12 minutes to play. Stidhams will shoot 2. Gets the first one. But your partner was a little finicky there. At least I thought he got the first one. They did not add it to the scoreboard. Check that, they did add it. Put it on the wrong side. 43-31. And McCutcheon will come the other way for Team Bloom. McCutcheon pulls up. That's a 3 if it goes. It doesn't. That might have been contacted as Paulson chases it down. Knocked away, stolen by Phillips. Phillips dishes to the corner. And that 3 is good. It was Kaiser. Stidhams triple teamed, and that one almost went down. Stidham's able to roll in that first free throw, and Team Deming down 14, 10.5 left to go. Stidham's got the second one. Kaiser. Floater, too strong, blocked. Schultz rejects it. Bentley Bolin lost the handle, and here comes Stidham's the other way. Stidham's will finish. Phillips, 3 from the corner. Yes, he rattled it home. That was for Team Bloom, I beg your pardon. Kick to the corner, and that 3 is good. That's Tavon Stidham's. Team Bloom comes back the other way. That's McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon looking for help. Gets it off to Phillips. Phillips looks to attack, spins into the paint, lost it on the way up, and Team Deming recovers. Stidham's steps back for 3. Yes! And Stidham's pulls Team Deming within single digits. Carey is the call. And we'll have a substitution as we've got under 9 minutes to play. Jake Stoy will come across the timeline. Stoy dishes outside to Brody Bolin. The kick to Paulson. His 3 won't fall. McAtee had it, now feeds it off to Brody Bolin. His left-hander does not fall. Schroll down the floor. Floater. No, and a foul. Rebound pulled down by Jake Stoy. And Max Schroll will go to the timeline to shoot a couple of free throws inside 8 minutes to play here in game number 1. He rattles in the first one. In and out on the second try as Stidham's has the rebound. 9-point lead for Team Bloom. Still a ball game. Stidham's going to fire right away. He drew the foul. Landon Kralis doesn't like the call or doesn't like something else about it. Either way, it's going to put Stidham's at the line to shoot 3 free throws. Well, he's got the first one. He'll get 2 more, and things could get interesting depending on whether or not he gets this one. He does. At this point, it's still a 3-score game. If Stidham's makes this, that'll change. He did make it. 6-point game, so right now, Team Bloom could tie it with back-to-back triples. Team Deming could, unless Team Bloom comes back and scores on this possession. We do have a foul. Looked like they were pointing at Stoy. Nope, that looked like a 25 on the signal. That would be Brody Bolin from Huntington North. Does, of course, play for Team Deming. Inbound to Wyatt Schroll. And Schroll gets the screen from Waltke. Schroll down the baseline. Wants the spin move, kicks it out. It was Brady Taylor who dished it outside. Schroll swings it to Taylor. He finds help. That's Waltke. Short. Kralis gathers. Can't put it in. Neither can Waltke. And Schultz pulls down the board. But the pass too long for Jake Stoy. And remember, the way it works is whoever's in the lead at the end of the 18-minute second half, you add 7 points to that score for the target score. That's Landon Kralis who gets the bucket. Add 2 points to Bloom's score. They're up 8. Stidhams. He has Schroll on him. Stidham's trying to make his move. He swings it out. McAtee's three is short. Chris Thober with the rebound. And Thober finds Kralis. He's fouled. That's going to be on Stidhams. Called it on Black 33. That is Stidhams, and you could see that from over here at our scorers table. So Landon Kralis from Warsaw, Indiana will go to the free throw line. There's only 1 point on that free throw. That's always how it is. Oh, there are some leagues where you might play where you get 2 points on a free throw, but not here. This is the Summit Summer League, and of course you are watching it live on SummitCitySports.com, or you might be watching it live on our YouTube channel. Of course, if you can't watch us live, good thing about live streams is our games are always available to watch when the live stream's over. The event ends, the stream gets cut, you can go back and watch it in its entirety should you choose, as Safersky is able to spin it home. McCutcheon. He's got a man on him. That's Safersky. McCutcheon into the paint. Left-hander. And that one crawls right off. Stuck back in by Camden Kaiser. Safersky swings it over. Greaser feeds. Paulson for three. Yes! Owen Paulson, a much-needed triple for Team Deming. They are within 7. A little spin move there by Stoy. Check that Phillips, number 10. So he's built a similar way to how Stoy is. He tries to go down the baseline, and that's stolen by Paulson. Owen Paulson, another Huntington North Viking. Knocked away and recovered by Phillips. Kaiser, tough shot and in. Cam Kaiser, 9-point game. Stoy back the other way, off the hands of Kaiser and out. Safersky attacks, kicks outside. That's Stoy. Stoy over the outstretched arms of Bolin. And a pull-up jumper drops. That was Titus Schultz. Phillips. Got it. Phillips gets 2 back for Team Bloom. Here comes Phillips down the floor after the takeaway. He gets across the timeline, trying to go through traffic. Couldn't spin out of it. Gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser makes his move, left it short. And Team Deming has it. Brody Bolin comes away with it. Greaser feeds it off. Baseline drive. Stoy looked like he lost the handle. They are going to call it out off of Team Bloom. We've got 1:16 left. Again, when this clock hits 0, that's when we'll go to the Elam ending. And that one is snatched away. I think that was Kaiser who got the steal. And back the other way comes McCutcheon, who draws the foul. Now we're inside the final minute. So we're going to have the Elam ending as soon as this clock hits 0. If this score were to hold, which we'll see if it does, it won't. That's McCutcheon at the free throw line. Second one won't go. They did not give him the point on that first free throw. Stoy gets the 2 points on the other end. Looked like they were late in adding the 2 points for Team Deming there. As Kaiser goes baseline, he'll pull up and hit the jumper. 31 seconds. If the 62 points holds with Team Bloom in the lead, then you'd add 7 points to that and make it 69 as the target score. But we've still got 18 seconds left. Pull up three, good. McCutcheon knocks it down. 7 seconds, and then McCutcheon with a takeaway. 2 seconds. McCutcheon gets it off, trying to increase that target score. Not only that, increase the margin, but we are going to go to our Elam ending. So the target score would be 72. The Team Bloom leading 65-53. You add 7 to that, you get 72. 72. And Team Bloom has the shortest path to go to get to that score, but they haven't won it yet. Team Deming technically could come all the way back. They would need to score 22 points to get there. They would need to score 19 points. Team Bloom would only need to score 7. Looks like they're going to go the same direction they went. Kralis has it. Kralis one-on-one, cross the paint. Schroll brings it outside. Schroll, crossover, extra pass, corner three, short. And a good box out there by Zen Safersky. Off the glass, and Brody Bolin puts it home. So Team Deming has the first points of our Elam ending. Means things could get a little interesting as we go along, as Kralis dishes outside. McCutcheon looking for help, gets it to Kralis, he gathers. Waltke puts it on the deck. Waltke drives, left-hander short. I'm not sure Waltke scored anything here in this second half. Bolin gets a screen, sets the screen rather. Safersky short on the three. Stoy ripped away by Stidhams, and an extra possession. Count the basket, and one. Brody Bolin. Target score is 72, but here in the Elam ending, Team Deming has outscored Team Bloom 4-0. Very easily could have been 5-0. As it is, it's still 4-0. Schroll down the floor. No, Kralis short, and a foul. So now Team Bloom will try to get on the board here in the Elam ending from the free throw line. They need 7 points to win. Deming needs another 15, but again, they've outscored Bloom 4-0 since the Elam ending began. And Kralis short on the free throw. Second game scheduled to tip at about 7:30. Got one, and Team Bloom now needs 6 points to win this game. Deming still needs 15. Stidham's looking for 3 of them right there, and he gets it. Six-point game. And again, you need 72 points total to win this one. McCutcheon pulls up, no. Offensive board, though, by Safersky. That 3 comes up short. Out to Stoy. Finds an open man. It's Bolin, and he's fouled. On the floor, so they'll go to the baseline. Stoy will inbound. Schultz, pull up, no. Offensive board, Stidham's backing his way in, too strong. Stoy keeps it alive. Who's got it? Battle for it. Walke hustles to the deck to create the takeaway. Tough shot, and it goes. Camden Kaiser, and he needed that one. His team needed it too. Team Bloom needs 4 points to win this game. Safersky trying to make it happen. Walke got his hands on it. Stoy recovered. I believe Walke and Stoy were on the same team last week. They've switched things up a little bit here this week. This is week 3 of the Summit Summer League. McCutcheon gets the board there as Bolin couldn't fit it in. Knocked away, out of bounds. That's off Team Deming. Kralis off the inbound. Walke spins into the paint. Blocked, but fouled. And Carson Walke, who's had a rather quiet second half, will go to the free throw line for Team Bloom. And again, a reminder, we've got one more game here at the Summit Summer League after this one is done. One more game here on Court A, also known as Court 2, as you watch it on your screen. Walke's free throw is good. So Team Bloom basically needs... He got both of those, didn't he? They only gave him one. Oh, there it is. They've changed it to 70 points. Stidhams. I was going to say, I thought he got both of them. Turns out I was right. As Safersky feeds it off, and Bolin's able to finish. Brody Bolin. Camden Kaiser the other way. Kaiser into the paint. This is the possession right here. Kralis, that would have been a win had that gone in, and a triple team and a foul. Deming technically can still win this game. They need to score 10 points. In fact, they need to go on a 10-0 run from here on out. Team Bloom scores 2 points, the game's over. As it is, Team Deming needs to score 10 and keep Team Bloom from scoring any more. Safersky out to Stoy. Stoy trying to cross up Walke. It's blocked. McCutcheon did get to it. What a save. That was a balancing act by McCutcheon. He's going for it. He's got it. Andrew McCutcheon to close out game number 1. And there is your Game 1 final. Team Bloom wins 72-62. They got a good battle from Team Deming, but Bloom is the winner as Andrew McCutcheon closes out Game 1 with the bucket. He's going to be our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, as he's the one who ultimately closes the game out. We'll take a look at the replay of how he closed it out here in just a second. He really closed it out on both ends. Replay is brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. It was, of course, Walke who got the block, but how about McCutcheon? He didn't have a whole lot of room there. And then just takes it all the way for 2. And Team Bloom is the winner, 72-62. Again, we got one more game left. That's going to be Team Bloom versus Team Raikkonen. I believe Team Raikkonen's making their way over here right now. So we'll take a quick break and come back, get you ready for game number 2. You're watching high school basketball, or in this case, the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Damn, Kai, you going crazy.
Huh. Hey, look what I did. I took every loss and then I turned that to a profit. I can't reach my goals with everybody in my pocket. I can't trust the soul, but I know pain, but I can't block it. I can't block it. Hey, look what I did. Hey, Hey, they keep hitting me like big bro, let's lock in. But we ain't even locked in. We ain't even locked in.
Wake Contracting, your trusted choice for complete home renovations. The heart of your home. Dream kitchens and custom bathrooms designed just the way you want them. 5-star reviews and happy customers. That's the Wake Contracting difference. Call 260-444-6081 or visit us online today.
We're getting ready for game number 2 between Team Raikkonen and Team Bloom. And I think we got a little change in the roster, at least one change in the roster. I'm looking things over, and I am seeing a lot of guys on the original roster for Team Raikkonen. But it looks like Montarius Smith is one of the guys who's going to be playing in this game, wearing the number 13, same number he wore last week, same number he would be wearing if he were on Team Pro Cop. So that's an interesting note there. And by the way, Team Bloom has changed jerseys, so Team Bloom will be wearing black. So I'll go ahead and make that change on my scoreboard. And basically the way I'm doing this is I'm coloring the team that's wearing white in green on my scoreboard, at least, on my graphic. One of the reasons is because white letters on white background don't show up as easily. Another reason is because black and green are basically the colors of the Summit Summer League. You know, as you look at the information that they've handed out, as I look at it, those basically are the colors, black and green. You have different shades of green, of course, but it's mostly like a lighter kind of green, similar to what I have here on my screen. Well, not quite the same, but close to it. But anyway, Team Bloom just survived. It's hard to call 72-62 a survival, but they did get a little bit of a run from Team Deming in the first game after Team Bloom went up. And Team Deming might have outscored them in the Elam ending, but ultimately Team Bloom got to the target score before Team Deming did. They got their 72 points, and so they were the winner of game number 1. And we've got 20 minutes on the clock. Right now, teams are still going through the warm-up time. We're going to take a quick break and hear from one of our sponsors. You are watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Between O&E, Orthopedics Northeast, and Parkview Sports Medicine is unique because our team is taking care of the athlete in their own environment on the field. O&E is the other end of our treatment when someone actually does have an injury that requires a specialist care.
We have athletic trainers, we have the physical therapists, and everyone's important. Everyone has a role to play because our goal is the same. We're just trying to get these athletes back to doing what they love to do.
Getting ready for the start of game number 2. Do you know who some of these players are for Team Raikkonen? They do have Cameron Summers, who's from Belmont. He was out there warming up. They also have Tommy McGuire and Harry Boxberger from Bishop Luers. Judah Allen is also from Bishop Luers. Malachi Christian is from Tippecanoe Valley. Will Starnes is from Churubusco. Liam Deming is from Garrett. Braden Freiberger is from Huntington North. Paxton Mailer is from Homestead, and I got to make sure I get that right. It looked like Mahler on the roster, Mahler, but I'm told that it's Mailer. George Pori from Bishop Dwenger also suits up for Team Raikkonen, and let me just go ahead and get this little bug fixed. Make sure we get the right team here on the scoreboard. So yeah, Team Raikkonen is in the white, although they are colored in green on your scoreboard as we get ready for the tip. And the tip is won by Team Bloom. Thorber the lob, and Waltke puts it in right away. Team Bloom wastes no time cracking the scoreboard. Tommy McGuire comes the other way for Bishop Luers. That was McCutcheon who got his hand on it. Ball is out of bounds off of Team Bloom. Raikkonen keeps the possession. You would not be surprised that Team Raikkonen is coached by Josh Raikkonen. Josh Raikkonen, the head coach of the Snyder Panthers. They just won a regional championship, knocking off the Carmel Greyhounds in the regular season. That was a pickpocket by Tommy McGuire. Boxberger puts it in. Harry Boxberger, the freshman. We got ourselves a tie ball game, and good work down low on the takeaway. I think that was Pori, George Pori. He draws the foul. Didn't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line. George Pori from Bishop Dwenger. He's a good three-point shooter, but right now trying to make it happen from the free throw line. Couldn't do it there. Team Raikkonen trying to take the lead. They do not, as Waltke comes away with the board. Waltke's a good rebounder, a good dribble drive guy, can score at a high level, can shoot from the outside. Just seems like a complete player at the high school level. Was a leading scorer for Ed Bentley's East Noble Knights last year. That's Thorber on the catch and shoot, and Chris Thober from Fremont knocks down the triple. Waltke comes away with the ball. Waltke down the floor. Waltke high off glass and in. That ball looked like it was going to be touched, but Waltke puts it home. I'm pretty sure Pori missed both of his free throws. Scores showing that Team Deming has 3 points, and now they're going to have 5. Team Raikkonen has 5 now after that made basket. McCutcheon sips it inside. Turnaround shot. Kaiser couldn't finish. Taylor has it. Taylor spins it home. Did he get fouled? He did not get fouled. That whistle came from one of the other courts. Deming feeds it out. Over to McGuire. McGuire had it poked out. Good recovery. That was Pori. Pori with a pull-up jumper. Got it. Good mid-ranger, George Pori. And Raikkonen is within 2. That sure looked like a mid-range jumper. The scoreboard is showing 9-8. Folks, my apologies. I'm trying to pay attention as much as I can, but it sure looked like George Pori hit that one from mid-range. But the scoreboard here says 9-8, so I'm going to try and keep it consistent with that. As Waltke drains his first free throw. Scoreboard now says 10-8. Waltke able to finish 2 for 2. Here comes Starnes. Starnes into the paint. Left-handed shot. Won't go. That is Waltke who gets the board. Waltke coming all the way down the floor. Well, he sees something down there, and he was right. It didn't look like there was much there. I thought he'd have been better served to pass it off to a teammate. But Waltke got the 2, and speaking of getting 2, that's what George Pori just did. Kaiser, loose ball, picked up by Starnes. And did Starnes walk? Yes, he did. We're going to have substitutions. Team Raikkonen with a basketball version of a line change, and it looks like Team Bloom is going to do the same. Of course, line change is a phrase you normally hear in hockey, where all 5 skaters that are on the ice sub out and 5 new skaters sub in. Of course, in basketball you don't have skaters. As Schroll has it knocked away, that looked like it went off of Raikkonen. Josh Raikkonen is trying to plead his case. The officials do not see it that way. Inbound to Schroll. Schroll dribbles around. He's able to find Bentley Bolin. Bolin makes his move. Short. Malachi Christian down the floor, couldn't finish. And Christian apparently had not established himself inbounds before he caught the ball. Yeah, if you're coming back in from out of bounds, your feet have to come down inbounds before you can touch the ball. And that was not the case there. As Phillips recovers, Malachi Christian on him. And you do have Montarius Smith in the ballgame as Schroll attacks and scores. Smith, left-hander. Montarius Smith, and I did hear somebody call him Monty. There was a kid named Monty Smith who used to play at Wayne High School as Schroll spins that one in. Wayne High School is where Montarius Smith goes to school. He is a freshman. Wayne football has their opener this Friday night against the Leo Lions. 3-ball goes. Chris Thober. Schroll, no. Putback won't go. Lewis gets it, and Lewis scores. Summers. One dribble, shot won't go. Mailer hits the free throw. Paxton Mailer, a sophomore out of Homestead. It's both of them. Homestead, I believe, still coached by Chris Johnson. Of course, a former Homestead assistant, Nick Ankenbrook, will be coaching at Wayne this year as Schroll feeds that one to the outside. Landon Kralis, too strong, and the board pulled down by Summers. Inside 12 minutes to go. Here's Christian. Malachi Christian zips it outside to Mailer. Paxton Mailer finds Smith. Christian, floater. And it just crawls off the iron. Christian chased it down, but he stepped out. I'll give him credit for keeping on playing. Unfortunately, the whistle had already blown, and it was hard to see from here, but the referee was right on it. Schroll hands it off. Tough shot. Bolin, no good. Malachi Christian pulls it down. Mailer swings it. Smith, loose, picked up. Christian puts it in. Inbound to Smith, blocked. Kralis missed it. Lewis, second putback is good. I thought I was up on the score, but scoreboard here shows 21-17. And we've got subs coming in. So we got 10.5 minutes left to play. Schultz kicks out to McCutcheon. McCutcheon pulls up, left it short. Waltke gathers. He's wide open. Carson Waltke was all alone down there. Shot fake. Deming. Will Starnes with a left hand. That doesn't go. Waltke's got it. Lobs it down the floor. And the shot spins in for McCutcheon. Harry Boxberger comes down the floor for Team Raikkonen. Could not fit it into traffic. Brady Taylor down the floor. High off the glass. That's too strong. McCutcheon's got it, and he's fouled. Andrew McCutcheon at the line, and his first free throw spins in. Second one rolls around and in. Pori drives into the paint. Tough shot, fouled. Andrew McCutcheon got him, and Pori will go to the free throw line. George Pori hits his first free throw, and I'll need to update that because that point goes to Team Raikkonen. The second one is also good, 27-19. McCutcheon, or rather Waltke, goes out to McCutcheon, and McCutcheon will drive, and that's traveling. He came down with the basketball. Taylor's shot will not count. Will Starnes feeds it over to George Pori. George Pori, a really good ball player from Bishop Dwenger. Has it poked away. That's Waltke on the run, and Waltke gets up for the jam. That got caught over the rim. The ref had to fix it. Now he's got to get back across half court as Boxberger. Step back three on its way, too strong. Starnes has it. Starnes short. McGuire, left hand, got it. Nice effort on the glass by Tommy McGuire. Loose ball picked up by Bloom and into the hands of Andrew McCutcheon. Blocked. Putback is good. Kaiser stuck with it. McGuire gets the screen from Deming. McGuire through the paint. Blocked. McCutcheon the lob. Behind Waltke. He recovers. Waltke finds help. And the three is banked home by Brady Taylor. Loose ball off the hands of Boxberger. He goes outside to McGuire. Deming fires. Splashes it home from downtown. Liam Deming from Garrett High School. As McCutcheon makes his move, turnaround shot, short. Offensive board, Thober, he lost it. And it's out of bounds. Looks like it's going to Team Raikkonen. And it is. Tommy McGuire, boy, McCutcheon was right there ready to cut off the pass. McGuire got it. Out of bounds. That's off of Team Bloom, and subs will come in. Raikkonen will take over as we approach the 5-minute mark here in game number 2. Judah Allen across the timeline. He's picked up defensively. Pull up three, Montarius Smith, too short, and Lewis just lets it go. There was nobody around him. That was the right thing to do. And Wyatt Schroll will come the other way. Schroll, guarded by Christian. Slip it inside to Lewis, out of bounds. Nope, foul. We got a foul down low under the basket. Inbound to Kralis. And And that's poked away from behind. Smith got a hand on it. And Judah Allen comes the other way. He has it knocked away. Here comes Wyatt Schroll, one-on-one, too strong. And Smith knocked it out. Team Bloom will keep the basketball. Inbound into Lewis. And he banks it in. Zakiah Lewis, the freshman from East Noble. Plan to show you East Noble football this coming Friday as the Knights take on Northside. That could be a fun matchup. Wyatt Schroll down the floor, zips it inside, and the basket goes. Brady Taylor. Summers fouled. Summers at the free throw line, and he hits it. Two for two. Schroll gets a screen from Kralis. Lewis sets the screen. Schroll off the glass and in. Paxton Mailer across the timeline. Mailer zips it. That's Smith for three. Too strong. Loose. And picked up by Malachi Christian. Allen's three won't go. Smith tried to recover, and it's into the hands of Bentley Bolin. Schultz tries to get inside. Check that was Taylor, Brady Taylor. Titus Schultz plays for Team Deming, which was on this court for the first game. Inbound to Kralis. He wants to go baseline. He will. He got cut off. I thought there was a whistle on this court. Apparently there was not until just a second ago. That's going to be a turnover by Team Bloom. I'm not sure if that was Kralis just stepping out of bounds there. But either way, Team Raikkonen takes over as Malachi Christian tries to spin around Kralis, and he puts it home. What a shot by Malachi Christian. Wyatt Schroll backs it out. He gets a high screen from Zakiah Lewis. Schroll able to protect the ball. He finds Lewis, but Lewis has it swatted. And Kralis missed it off the iron, sticks with it, and finishes. How about Landon Kralis? Able to stick with it. Allen back outside to Christian. And Malachi Christian turns it over. That's Zakiah Lewis on the takeaway. Too strong. Bolin couldn't finish. But his second putback try is good. Allen had a trailing defender. That was Taylor, Brady Taylor. And Taylor kicks it. Bentley Bolin, the freshman, splashes home a three. And right now, Team Bloom has broken it open. As we are just about at halftime, there's the buzzer. 47-30 in favor of Team Bloom. Team Bloom won their first game already, trying to make it 2 for 2. We will be right back after this break. You're watching the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
We are at halftime here at the Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Team Bloom with the lead 47-30 over Team Raikkonen. They'll put 18 minutes on the clock as we get ready to start the second half, and then when the second half ends, they'll have an Elam ending. The refs are back out there. The players are back out there, and the teams will switch sides. So now Team Raikkonen will go left to right on your video monitor. Team Bloom will go right to left on your monitor, whether you might be watching us live on SummitCitySports.com or on our YouTube channel, as Will Starnes couldn't hit the shot. Of course, a good thing about Summit City Sports is if you can't watch us live, we live stream our games, and they are posted immediately to YouTube, as Waltke couldn't finish that three. That's the case in regular season. It's not the case in postseason. Pori misses that three, as Camden Kaiser has the board for Team Bloom. Kaiser across the timeline, 1-on-2. Short, but he was fouled. Again, it's an 18-minute second half. They'll go to the Elam ending when the second half comes to an end. Camden Kaiser at the free throw line. He couldn't spin home the first free throw. Oh for 2. Good hustle, though. Chris Thober, but he might have been the one that knocked it out. And it looks like that's the call. Harry Boxberger will come across the timeline for Team Raikkonen. George Pori fakes the three. Knocked away, Carson Waltke. Waltke coming on. He'll go for the layup and get it. Here's Boxberger, surrounded. Long pass out to the corner. Pori's three is good. George Pori with a much-needed triple for Team Raikkonen. You got George Pori from Bishop Dwenger playing for Josh Raikkonen, the head coach at Snyder High School, as Waltke goes against the double team. Counted and one. Carson Waltke. When George Pori and the Saints came to Snyder and took on Josh Raikkonen's Panthers, that was a game for the ages. Dwenger went up, I think it was by 15, was their largest lead of the game. Snyder came all the way back to win it. Comeback was led largely by Xavier Wilson, and Jordan Woods also played a role in that. Xavier Wilson and Jordan Woods, those guys have since graduated. We're going to get a foul here on Team Bloom. Tim Atkinson and myself had the pleasure of calling that game. Tim's over on Court D, calling the games over there as Cameron Summers goes to the free throw line. Summers from Belmont High School. He drains his first free throw of this trip. And drains his second as well. Jaden Phillips across the timeline for Team Bloom. He steps back for three, and it is short. Will Starnes with the rebound. Pori down the floor. Pori through the paint, and he spins it home. Tough shot off glass, it goes. That was Brady Taylor. Harry Boxberger down the floor. Summers will set the screen for Pori. Pori lobs it inside. That was knocked away by Phillips, and then Walke with the block, but he commits the foul. Good sportsmanship, though, by Walke as he helps a man off the deck. I think that was Starnes. It was Will Starnes, and we will have substitutions, wholesale subs, Raikkonen and Bloom. We'll bring a new set of guys onto the floor. Now Starnes will get to shoot his free throws. They have stopped the clock at 13 minutes and 19 seconds, so I'll go ahead and reflect that on my scoreboard. Starnes misses his first free throw. They're going to make him redo the inbound. Team Bloom takes over, up 16. Nice drive, but the shot won't fall for Brady Taylor. That's Montarius Smith coming down the floor with it. He finds Judah Allen. Allen across the court. Pull up three. Mailer. Paxton Mailer delivers. Wyatt Schroll across the court finds his man. That's Taylor. Three ball goes. I think that was Kralis. Landon Kralis with a triple. Wing three is good. And an answer from Team Raikkonen. 57-44 as Kralis wants to drive, does drive, count it, and a foul. Kralis rattles in the free throw, makes it a three-point play. Mailer zips it out. Loose ball, and it looked like it went out before Allen recovered it. That is the call on the floor. So Team Bloom will take over, up 16, as we have 11:31 and counting to play. Schroll gets the screen. Tries to spin away from Taylor. He'll pull up and hits a three. Tommy McGuire has it blocked. Kralis swatted it away. Schroll coming down, went for the dunk, and he got fouled. Wyatt Schroll, just guessing, he's got to be about 5'10". Every now and then you'll see a 5'10 guy, sometimes even shorter, get up and dunk the ball, but he was ready to go up and jam that with his right hand. Instead, he got fouled. His first free throw rattles in. Two for two. Christian across the timeline. Christian tries to spin around and whistles blow. It's a jump ball, and possession arrow gives it to Team Bloom. Wyatt Schroll with a quick motor. Schroll double teamed, and he turns it over. He had Taylor on the block, but it was tough to get it to him, and Smith comes away with the takeaway. Judah Allen from the corner. His three doesn't fall. And who's that off of? They're going to say out off of Allen, and it goes back to Team Bloom. Bentley Bolin across the timeline. Bolin, a little hop step and a feed out to Taylor. Goes back outside. Bolin looking for help. trying to slip it in, and it's turned over. Back down the floor and scoring the basketball is Mailer, Paxton Mailer. Basket will count. There was no foul, and the teams will now sub in new guys. Here's McCutcheon. McCutcheon one-on-one, feeds it inside, and that shot goes for Camden Kaiser. Pori dribbles in, leans in, and can't finish. Carson Waltke with a strong board. Leading scorer for East Noble a year ago as a junior. He's now a senior. And no doubt East Noble has started school by now. They'll be having their football opener this Friday. Pull up McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon, the pull-up J. Loose ball, dribbled off the foot. Starnes recovers. He kicks to the corner. Boxberger's three doesn't fall. Outlet to McCutcheon. Can he finish? Yes! Pori to his left. Got it. George Pori drains a jump shot. Oh, McCutcheon got right by Pori. Tried to get back on defense. McCutcheon still beat him, but didn't finish. Back outside to George Pori. Pori the crossover. He'll fire the three, and a foul. McCutcheon doesn't seem to think he committed one. Well, Pori went around him. I think McCutcheon's trying to claim that he tried to go around Pori and get away from him, but that's not the call. Inside 7 minutes to play here in game number 2 at court 2. And Pori will have one more free throw. Three for three goes George Pori. Nice snatch there by Jaden Phillips. Phillips into the paint, got it back after losing it. McCutcheon for three, he's got it. Andrew McCutcheon from the wing. And here comes Pori. Pori leans in, missed it. Putback goes Summers. And Pori hustling after it, doesn't get the takeaway. Now he does. And Pori will just step in and put it in. Liam Deming helped out with that a whole lot. Here comes Waltke. Waltke feeds it. Too strong. Here comes Summers leaning in. Got it. 5:47 left to go. And, of course, we'll have the Elam ending when these 18 minutes run out, 18 minutes total, as Waltke sticks with it again. Great game turned in by Carson Waltke. Here at the Summit Summer League, he's been averaging 13 points per game, although Camden Keyser has been the leading scorer of all the players on this list as that three goes in. That was Mailer who knocked down the triple. Here's McCutcheon. He'll hand to Phillips. Phillips blocked. Pori behind his back. Got it. George Pori able to spin it home. Phillips steps back, wants the three, got it. And a timeout. Well, not really a timeout, just a substitution. Here's Mahler, or rather Christian. Mailer zips it outside to Allen. Christian drives, kicks it. That's Allen for three, comes up short, and Wyatt Schroll has the board. Wyatt Schroll from Manchester High School out in North Manchester. Schroll steps back and misses. Zakiah Lewis with a putback and one. And Zakiah will go to the free throw line. Freshman from East Noble. It's got to make you excited if you're an East Noble Knights fan as he hits the first free throw. 82-62, a 20-point lead as Team Raikkonen goes quick down the floor. McGuire's shot won't spin home. The lob stolen away by Montarius Smith. Just waiting right there for it, then stolen right back. I think that was Schroll who caused the takeaway. And a foul is called down low. I think that's McCutcheon who's going to go to the free throw line. No, it's not McCutcheon, it's Bolin. Bentley Bolin. Got under 3 minutes to play. And Bolin 2 for 2. Or rather 1 for 2. Inbound to Malachi Christian. Christian across the timeline. Christian recovers. Finds Mailer. As McGuire zips it outside back to Christian. Malachi Christian out of Tippecanoe Valley High School over in Akron, Indiana. Corner three, Pori won't go. And Brady Taylor has the board. And wide open down the floor is Bentley Bolin, who spins it in. Pori, double teamed, and he scores. As we approach the final 2 minutes of the second game of our doubleheader here at the Summit Summer League. And Montarius Smith comes away with a loose ball. Out on the run is Mailer, who finishes as Schroll goes crashing into that net. It's a good thing that that's a net as opposed to a cinder block wall. And another takeaway. Up ahead to Allen. Allen, the spin move and the bucket. Taylor fouled. Loose ball. They're trying to get it to Lewis down low. Team Bloom wants a foul. It's going to be out of bounds off Raikkonen. Inbound goes to Taylor. Taylor working his way around traffic, goes outside. Bentley Bolin. Outside Kralis for three. Yes! Landon Kralis, I believe, has hit a couple of threes today in the Summit Summer League. Week 3 of the Summit Summer League. Baseline drive. Mailer, no. Kralis has the board. We're inside 40 seconds, inside a minute rather. And Kralis wants to attack. He does, but he missed. Well, one thing we can guarantee, as Schroll saves it, Allen off glass, it's good. One thing we can guarantee is that the 7 points will be added to Team Blue's score, or Team Bloom's score when this game is done. Schroll will take the three with 15 on the clock. It's no good. Allen behind the back dribble. Into the paint, and he is fouled by Lewis. And inside the final minute, they will stop the clock at 7.1 seconds. And Allen will shoot 2 free throws. And remember, they'll add 7 points on to, at this point, Team Bloom's point total, since they are well in the lead, up 18, and Allen's free throw is good. Second free throw is good as well, 7.1 seconds. Schroll trying to outrace everybody, and the finger roll is good. So the target score is going to be 97. So whoever scores 97 points, I should say whoever gets to the 97-point mark will be the winner. I'm not sure what exactly is going on over on court number 1. I can check in on it, though. But over here, this has been the highest scoring game of the day. So 97 is the target score. Again, whoever gets to 97 points first will be the winner. I can tell you that over on the other court, Team Deming is up 79-65. It looks like they're in the Elam ending. Team Deming suffered a loss over here on this court. And the tip-off will be won by Team Raikkonen. Stolen away by Waltke on the baseline. Waltke's turned in another great ball game. McCutcheon's three won't fall. Good battle by Thober, but he knocks it out of bounds. Team Bloom pleading their cases, but that looked like it was out off of Thober. And it will be Team Raikkonen who takes over, down 18. They would need to score 25 points to win this game and hold Team Bloom to 6 points or less in the process. Pori's three is long. Starnes saves it, or did he? He did not. Phillips across the timeline, working on McGuire. That ball's poked away. Phillips got it back. Waltke had it knocked away. Well, you know you got to close in well on Waltke. Oh, that looked like goaltending. I thought that ball hit backboard. That's a foul. So a chance to get 2 points for Team Raikkonen. Looked like the ball hit backboard before it was touched, though. Two free throws coming up for Cameron Summers. I'll try to get a look at that last replay after he shoots this first one. Does not hit it. Here's a look at the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Oh, it's close. The goaltending rule is if the ball either hits the backboard before it's touched by a defensive player, or if it's touched by a defensive player on the way down to the basket, then goaltending is called and 2 points are awarded. That's a strong rebound by George Pori. George Pori racing down the floor, and he scores. Well, Team Deming opened up on a run on this court against Team Bloom. When we got to the Elam ending, Team Bloom did go on to win the game. Team Raikkonen's got a longer way to go to catch up in this one, though. Andrew McCutcheon at the free throw line, and he will hit his first free throw. He goes 2 for 2. Paxton Mailer on the drive, and did he travel? No, he was fouled. Again, 97 is the target score. Team Bloom just scored their first 2 points of this Elam ending as Pori could not finish. Bloom needs 5 more points to win this game. Team Raikkonen needs 22 more points to win this game. Not that it can't be done, but it's an incredibly tall hill to climb. Carson Waltke just got it to McCutcheon. That was close to a travel, was not called. McCutcheon scores. And even if you go over the target score, you still win. McGuire drives, had it blocked. Was that Waltke? It was, and here he comes down the floor. He'll zip it to the corner, and Phillips drains the three, and that will do it. Jaden Phillips wins this game for Team Bloom. And with that, I'll go ahead and show you our latest replay. The replays, once again, are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Walke did not score at all during the Elam ending, but he got the block to create a chance and then got the assist. Jaden Phillips made it count from beyond the arc, and it's a win for Team Bloom. They go 2 for 2 at day 3 of the Summit Summer League here on court number 2. 97-75 your final, and for our second game, our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game will be Carson Walke, who turned in a great day, whether scoring the basketball or feeding it to an open teammate, especially there at the end, or coming up with key rebounds or key blocks. Carson Walke is your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. And that will do it from here at Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. For Avery Traylor, who was running the camera tonight, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from Parkview Sport One Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This has been the Summit Summer League on SummitCitySports.com.
Contracting, your trusted choice for complete home renovations. The heart of your home. Dream kitchens and custom bathrooms designed just the way you want them. 5-star reviews and happy customers. That's the Wake Contracting difference. Call 260-444-6081 or visit us online today.